it's your lovely Abbie Dagrin, and welcome back to my channel, lovelies. I haven't gotten to talk to you all in a while. Life has been crazy, so I just wanted to come back on, even though I've been giving you guys shorts, which are fun because it has a lot to do with the natal charts. But I did get a suggestion about 3 weeks ago from Cornflower9258 to start a series of Chirons and the wombs that they represent. So I was like, you know what? I need to come back and get this series going. Thank you so much for the suggestion, Cornflower9258. So today I'll be starting with Aries, and I'll be speaking on the wound that it represents and ways to heal this wound. So please stay tuned and stay for the rest of my video. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, and that like button and that share button. And if you have not yet purchased from my Shopify store, please make sure you have for Gael Beauty. I have a lot of products from tampons to panty liners that are cotton, and they are very natural. So please make sure you support that, and the link will be down below. So for those who may not know, the Chiron in astrology is a comet or a minor planet that symbolizes the wounded healer. And it represents a number of themes, including vulnerability, individual healing, transforming pain into power, and independence. So this is a placement that we all do have, and this is a place in our lives that we have to deal with our whole lives. So this is a wound that you may have gotten from a young age, and the house that it's in may give a lot more information as well. But today I'll be doing one on Aries / the first house. And in my opinion, I feel like this is actually the hardest Chiron placement because it has a lot to do with yourself. So it's a deep wound connected to yourself, identity, and personal power. And with this, you may have insecurities, and you may feel disconnected with your own needs and your desires. So with this, you also may have gone through a lot of childhood experiences like neglect or physical abuse, leading to such a vulnerability and a fear of physical harm. And with this, it may be connected to having a lot of conflict and anger surrounding your childhood. This may have a lot to do with the body, such as trauma, because of a lot of the things you've endured. So you may have a lot of chronic illness or a physical disability or anything that has to do with self-acceptance and self-esteem. So with this placement, having self-esteem can be low and having self-acceptance may be low. They may have experienced things such as being treated unfairly in a school environment or in a work environment, leading to a sense of insecurity or defensiveness. They may feel unsupported or invalidated in their self-identity or personal expressions. And with this placement, they may struggle with being impulsive or risk-taking behavior, leading to challenges with self-discipline and self-control with this placement. You may have a hard time with anger. You may have a hard time with explosive emotions because you don't know how to really show them in a more positive way. And this may lead to challenges with your personal relationships and your self-regulation. And like a little disclaimer, anger is not a bad thing. It's just the way that it's presented. Anger is a healthy emotion. It's just the way that it can be presented at times that can be very unhealthy. You may have had a lot of abandonment or neglect, leading to challenges with trusting in others and forming close relationships, or you may be very dependent on other people because of this placement, and you may want to always depend on what other people want, or you may be too independent, that you don't really like to receive help from other people as well with this placement. With an Aries and Chiron, you may have had a lot of struggle with self-identity and self-confidence. You may have felt as though you may have a difficult time sometimes with asserting yourself, and sometimes you may have this tendency to assert yourself a lot more. Also, with this placement, you may have had a hard time with believing in yourself and knowing that you are worth it and knowing your worth as a person, because this placement is very powerful when you're able to heal it. So now let me get into the part as to how to heal this placement. So embrace your unique identity. Self-acceptance is the best thing. Knowing who you are and knowing that your identity is who you are is important, and to know that regardless what other people say, you are great and you are the best and you're wonderful. Do not need external validation. Having external validation is something that this placement may have, and it's easy to have because you want people to really value what you are or who you are or how you think. But knowing that you don't need any external validation and just to validate yourself is very important to see and to know. Also, setting healthy boundaries and learning how to say no. So have the tendency to say no, which is very difficult, especially when with this placement you want people to really like you and you want to create bonds and relationships with people. But understanding that if someone is not receptive to your no, maybe that's not the best relationship, because they should be respectful of your yeses just like they're respectful of your no's. So it should go both ways, and setting healthy boundaries is extremely important to know and to do with this placement in order to heal. Embrace stepping outside of your comfort zone and going after your passions. This is something that will really help because you are able to put yourself out there and just show who you are as a person. Channeling your anger and strong emotions into healthy, constructive ways. So when you are very upset, you will be vocal about it in a way that you're able to show how you feel, because you deserve to have emotions as well and to show how you feel as well. But make sure it's in a healthy way and in a constructive way as well. Also, maybe going to places that you can release that anger is great as well. Learning to trust your intuition. One thing about Aries placement, especially in Chiron, is you guys have great intuition. Believing in yourself and believing in your intuition is something that will guide you along the way. Learning to have self-awareness and develop a sense of self-awareness is extremely important. Knowing who you are is going to help you really show who you are and believe in yourself and have more confidence in yourself. Embracing your leadership qualities is something that I feel an Aries and Chiron should really develop, or in the first house, is something that I believe you guys would be great in, because you guys are able to be organized and able to show that, and you guys will be the better people with this placement because you may have gone through different dynamics with power. So because of that, you guys may have the best leadership skills. Working on your inner dialogue and talk yourself up. Self-confidence is something that is what you're going to have to develop, and talking to yourself personally and taking away that critique that you may always give yourself is something that will really help a lot with this placement. Because even though critique is important, but you're going to get that in this world, so at least you yourself talk yourself up, encourage yourself, and work on your inner dialogue to just represent yourself. Learn what makes you happy and gives you a sense of purpose, and do that. Do not do things that other people would want you to do, because you deserve to do what you want to do. Learning how to not need that external validation will help when it gives you that sense of purpose in life. Regardless of whether other people want that for you, you're going to do it because this is what makes you happy. This is what gives you a sense of purpose, and that's something that you should always prioritize with healing when you have this placement. Making sure that you do what you want and making sure that it is the best for you. So this placement, in my opinion, like I said at the beginning, is one of the hardest because it has a lot to do with you, yourself. A lot of the other placements has to do with external factors that are a lot easier to deal with. You can hide from it, but this one is something you will have to do with yourself. And I believe that anyone with this placement will really be able to heal themselves. Thank you all for watching the video today regarding a Chiron in Aries. Please let me know down below what your Chiron sign is, and if you have one in Aries, how you felt about it. Did you get a better understanding as to the womb that you have? Or if you have a Chiron in the first house, please let me know down below. How are you working on healing yourself and healing that womb that you have? Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you've hit that notification bell, that like button, and that share button. Please make sure you are subscribed to all of my channels, and that if you would like to support the channel, everything is linked down below. I love you all. It's nice to be back making videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, lovelies.